The main science behind kundalini is simple. Our bodies are made of four main elements: oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen, which amount to over 95% of a human body, plus small amounts of calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, etc. All these elements of the body are borrowed by a soul from the planet in order to get an instrument, a body, to experiment life around and gather experiences. When the body is worn out after 70 to 80 years of life, the soul discards the body, death, and leaves for another life, taking with him the experiences, lessons gathered to the next life. In order to maintain the body for so long, one needs lots of energy to sustain life, energy that comes partially through eating and drinking, but also more important directly from the planet through the energy she emits to all that lives on her body, including humans. The channel for this type of life-sustaining energy is through our feet soles and upwards through the feet, where they join in C1, chakra 1, root chakra, and feed the reservoir of energy there. This energy lifeline between the planet and human bodies has to work permanently and without fail, or death occurs quickly. This root energy in C1 is what yoga calls kundalini, which in fact is the life energy from Mother Earth that keeps all our bodies alive. Our kundalini in C1 is actually a very small part of Earth's life energy that mirrors Mother Earth in our bodies, a projection of her in our bodies. In an ideal case, the kundalini energy goes up the spine through all chakras, increasing its vibration along the way, without obstacles, and feeding the body organs around, and arriving in C7, crown chakra, unites with cosmos energy that comes from above. Of course that this doesn't happen in the ordinary 3D human bodies, where chakras are clogged and kundalini can't go up. Things are actually a bit more complicated, since there are two different energy circuits in parallel. First, the kundalini circuit that goes up the spine, and there is a second circuit of energy that comes from the sun and cosmic energy through C7 and goes down to C1 through a parallel circuit, then through the chakras, but I wanted to keep the discussion limited to the question. The result means actually that Mother Earth's energy goes up the spine and eventually merge with the sun and cosmic energy in C7, hence our body becomes ideally a physical conduit for Earth's energy that merges with the higher cosmic energies throughout our body. For this to happen, one has to become enlightened, that is, maintain his chakras open and clean of any 3D energies that clog the chakras, like fears, worries, anxiety, agitation, envy, etc. Only then one can be united with the rest of creation. The ancient Hindu religious term for Earth's energy was Kundalini Shakti, and was written in sacred texts that it's destined to rise through Sushumna channel until it unites with God Shiva in 6th chakra, representing actually the cosmic energy, is exactly what I explained you above in modern terms. A true spiritual will work all his life to unclog his chakras and make Kundalini find its way up. It is an individual experience, and no amount of science can show its existence. Having said that, there are some signs which can be observed if a few people can follow the exact same practice. It can be seen in the same room or in different parts of the globe, the symptoms will remain the same. Most importantly, it can be a simple meditation practice of few hours, and an individual can internally experience it. Meditation is an umbrella term, and Kundalini can be a little part of it or not. For example, if someone wants to climb a mountain and the person climbing is in the middle of the mountain or very close to the top, he has a few choices. A person can directly proceed further and reach the mountain top, or a person can first come down and again start the journey to reach the mountain too. The wise move will be to start from wherever you are and reach in less time. But if someone wants to experience all from the start but has no teacher, then reaching the mountaintop can be very dangerous, risky, full of failure, and life-risking. Awakening Kundalini is very risky, full of failure, and one has to start from the bottom or first chakra, then keep moving one chakra at a time. If someone is lucky enough and can find a wise teacher who can take you toward an inner journey from the 6th chakra, between the eyes, then one does not have to even think about Kundalini, as we can bypass all the lower chakras and start from where we are currently. We all humans are at the 6th chakra, which is the sitting place of the universal mind. We can all start from here and move forward. And never ever worry about Kundalini's danger. Science is only 200 plus years old, and meditation is as old as the human race. A little kindergartner science cannot prove anything when it comes to Kundalini or meditation. Gopi Krishna worked with German quantum physicists von Weizsäcker, who wrote the foreword to his first book and introduced him to the scientific community, and Heisenberg to try and create a scientific basis to the Kundalini awakening phenomenon. He wasn't really successful, but his approach did provide a modicum of scientific methodology. I feel that amongst modern researchers David Wilcock has gotten closest to finding the scientific basis of Kundalini, by mostly concentrating on Russian scientific research that isn't widely known in the West. From the research done by both gentlemen and the German physicists mentioned before, it would seem the main function of Kundalini is to awaken the dormant pineal gland. This gland then secretes a chemical known as DMT, which is also the active ingredient in ayahuasca. The DMT then triggers visionary experiences and contact with non-human intelligence from other levels of reality. The pineal gland acts as a literal third eye, it even has optical nerves in it and small piezoelectric crystals that enable things like remote viewing and being able to see other dimensions and realities. The properties of the pineal gland have been reproduced in secret government experiments, enabling the viewers to see into the past and future with a machine that looks like Jodie Foster's Stargate in Contact. Of course this is classified, but the details have been leaked by insiders. This is strictly the scientific, physical side of Kundalini. There is of course a spiritual side that goes way beyond that and is far more mysterious.